Hello and welcome to today's Daily Rift. Now you might be wondering why I am standing in the Bastion's Keep with a level 1 Demon Hunter, and the reason for that is I thought I'd try something a little bit different and level a character entirely through rifts. I sort of feel like I've hit a point with my Demon Hunter that I've been using for the previous videos in this series where I'm not going to get a lot more out of her, so I thought we'd start at level 1. We're playing on hard difficulty to begin with. I've assigned all her Paragon points, and she will be just leveling through rifts, so we're going to see how far that gets us. Hard difficulty, of course, means that I have basically no skills, but the Paragon points should make up for that. And at the moment, of course, I have nothing unlocked, but you can see we're already leveling pretty quickly. I'm not going to bother trying to activate new lore or anything like that. We've unlocked our first skill, which is Impale, so we can start spending our hatred. And hopefully we get, I think I've got Hungering Arrow, yep. And so we should get through this pretty quickly, these early levels. We've already got some elites. Ooh, that could get nasty if they actually damage me, which they don't. Being this level and having my Paragon points means I'm a bit more powerful than I might otherwise be. So that's useful. We'll stay on hard difficulty until we get to a point where we're mostly geared in yellows. And then I'll start going up to a higher difficulty level, probably expert, and then master. So, yeah, for the moment, we're just going to stay here. We're just going to keep picking up stuff to make sure that we get loot. In reality, if you're doing this seriously, it's probably not a good idea to start leveling a character through rifts only. You're better off probably going for something where you're using something other than rifts, where you're just using regular bounties or even leveling through the story. Bounties are pretty quick, and the regular story is not quite as quick as bounties, but it's still pretty much there. So this won't be the fast sort of blast through a rift that you've probably seen me do in recent videos. I'm also going to be equipping stuff as we find it, so there'll be lots of me hitting the inventory screen. I should probably check what that skill slot is. So we've unlocked... Nope. Hungering Arrow. We've unlocked Entangling Shot, which I'll switch to immediately because it's slightly better. Because it can hit more than one enemy. Hungering Arrow can too. Our ultimate goal is going to be to get something a bit more potent than either of these, but we're a long way away from that yet. So yeah, generally you probably don't want to level in rifts with a character this low. It's just that I thought it'd be a fun experiment to see how far we can get. So this will be over the course of several videos. Just because I sort of was getting a bit bored with my other character. She was going around and just massacring everything. And it just wasn't interesting for me to play. I was losing a bit of interest in making the videos. And so I've decided to do this just to sort of rekindle my interest in making videos. Or at least making these rift videos. And I thought it'd be a fun experiment to see how much XP you can get for a character just by leveling in rifts. Rifts offer more XP than most other ways that you can level in the game. Obviously we won't be doing greater rifts because that would be silly. We've just unlocked Caltrops, so we can start dropping those down. I won't be using Caltrops. I'll probably go for more or less the same build that I've got with my main character. So I won't be going for Caltrops. What I'm really hoping to unlock quickly is Rapid Fire, because Rapid Fire is really good at these lower levels. So we have Caltrops, Entangling Shot. I'm going to actually go back to Hungering Arrow because no, we'll stick with Entangling Shot for the moment because it does more damage, and we're going to need all the damage we can get for a little while. But even hard difficulty as a starting character isn't particularly hard, especially if you've got some Paragon levels backed up, because the Paragon levels will give your character essentially the equivalent to several levels above her in terms of her gear. And that's really important, particularly for this character. But the main thing is that we want to move away from using Impale as quickly as we can here. So Caltrops just slows down, does a little bit of damage. We don't have any runes yet, so we can't do anything interesting with runes. So it's just a case of making sure we build Hatred with Entangling Shot and then use it with Impale. As you can no doubt tell, I can't vault yet. Once we get that, that'll be going on the action bar pretty much immediately because it's an incredibly useful skill for what we're trying to do here. You'll notice I don't take a lot of damage though at the moment. I have more life than I need, and I actually have life on hit through my Paragon point spending at the moment. So obviously I won't be getting new Paragon points until this character hits level 70, but that's not a big problem. And I just noticed that that enemy was named after one of Blizzard's community managers. So shoutouts to Lilira. Okay. So yeah, but as you can see, it's a moderately slow process, low quality simple dagger. I can't equip that. I do have that and that though that I should equip. Just give me some armor. I generally don't equip whites if I can avoid it, and we're not getting a lot of white drops anyway, so that's good. And I can't really use a dagger, I need crossbows and bows, so. But for the moment we're just going to try and get through as much as this we can. We're already at level 4, so we're doing okay here. But yeah, this will take a little while longer than a regular video. In unrelated news, well, actually it is related because it's related to Diablo 3, I got my first Goblin portal last night, and I was doing a bounty and happened to come across a Goblin, and the Goblin opened a portal to the vault, and I recorded it. I'm not sure if I'm going to incorporate it into a video yet, but I did record it just in case, because I did kind of say a while ago that if I got that, it would be something I would record. And so I have recorded it. I haven't decided what to do with the video yet. If you've never seen the inside of a Goblin portal yet, let's just say that it's full of gold. I think I made about 70 million. We've got rapid fire now, so we're going to switch to that immediately, because that's really powerful. It'll chew through my hatred, but that's okay. It's a much more powerful skill. And it'll make life a lot easier as we go through these early levels. But yeah, the Goblin Rift was impressive. I have to give it that. Okay, so that gives us a lot more damage. And we can start doing that. You're going to have to get used to the rapid fire noise for a while. I know it's probably one of the most annoying skill noises in the game, but it's also our most powerful skill right now, so we have to use it. We'll be sticking with it for a little while, up until we start unlocking some of the runes for some of the better abilities. So yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to do anything radical with my build. It'll mostly end up similar to what my other Demon Hunter has, but you'll get to see progression as we go through here. And rapid fire is not as terrible as people make it out to be. I mean, it is, because it just chews hatred, but it's at this level it's more powerful than anything else I've got. Just because it can hit so fast. So that's its main thing. The downside to rapid fire, of course, is that it limits your mobility when you're attacking. You have to stop to fire it. So yeah. But yeah, Greed's Portal made about 70 million gold out of that, which was a nice bonus because I didn't have a huge amount of gold prior to it. And it's built up really nicely. So a few more of those and I will be rolling in the cash, which would be great. Speaking of cash, we're not getting huge amounts here, of course, because we are level 5, soon to be level 6. So just keep watching that XP bar go up. So it'll be a lengthy process, and I'm only going to play this character in these videos. So you'll get to see the progression from level 1 to level 70 and up to, let's say we'll take her all the way up to Torment 6 if we can, with loot rolls. It'll be a long process, I won't deny that, but it's just something that will help keep this more interesting for me, and hopefully for you guys as well, because I thought it was getting a bit stale, just the same stuff every video. And this way there's some actual progression to keep an eye on as we go through. And of course we get new records as well. I did think about starting the character in a new region as well, like using the European region or something like that where I don't have any characters or gold, and doing a fully fresh start, but I wouldn't be able to level only through rifts if I did that. because I would need another character to farm rift keys, whereas I have maybe 700 rift keys on this character right now, so I can chew through a fair number of them just to level this character and gear her up. And I've gone with Demon Hunter just because it's my favourite class. And it's the one I have the most fun playing. I could have gone Monk, I could have gone Wizard, but Demon Hunter is the one I have the most fun playing. The other thing is that this means I'm going to get I forgot the name of the expansion for a second there. Pre-Reaper of Souls loot. So we'll be getting like common debris and all that kind of stuff all over the place at the moment. So we just got a new skill there. No, we got a rune actually. So I'm actually going to swap that back for Hungering Arrow for Puncturing Arrow because and I'm in combat, so I can't do that right now. Hit the right button. Okay, here we go. So we add Puncturing Arrow because that does more damage, and with the increased pierce, we'll do even more. So you can see how rapid fire actually locks onto enemies when you target them too. Hungering Arrow in a lot of ways is actually a better skill, but I was just using Entangling Shot for damage, but now we have the Pierce Rune, we don't need that anymore. So, once we get the Hatred Generation Rune, we'll stick with Hungering Arrow until we can get Evasive Fire and its Hatred Generation Rune. So that was pretty painless. I'll just check our inventory to see if we've got more upgrades. We do. Is that better? Yes, it is. So I'll swap to that. Keep away from the whites. Although I can equip that. Oh no, I can't equip that. That's because I've got a two-hander. I need a quiver to do that. So I'm probably going to avoid dual wielding when possible because it just makes the maths for bows and crossbows to quivers a bit harder. So. And as I said, I'm not going to click on the new lore dialogue box, so that's just going to be there while we do these videos to unlock all that lore. So, I think we're going a bit backwards here. What was that? Was that another? No, it was a javelin. Don't really need that. So. Well, that was good. These little XP bonuses all add up. Playing on hard gives me, I think, 75% a bonus XP, so that's the other reason for using hard over normal in that case, is that you just end up with more XP, which is good. So. But I think we're doing alright here. We're into... I can't actually see what level this is. I think it's only the second. But the icon for Shadowplay's recording actually appears over the number, so I can't actually see that. Anyway, we're going around here, we've got a chest. I think this rift's going to take a little while longer though. What did we pick up then? Oh, belts. I've got 2 belts. That one's the one I want to equip. So, I wonder how long it'll be before we get our first yellow item. I think you start getting yellow items around level 10. And the lowest you can get a legendary is level 15 from memory, so... We're a little ways away from all of that stuff. Hit the inventory button. Are those better pants? They are better pants. So we have better pants, which is good. We're also going to look a bit ridiculous for a while because low level armor in this game is just ridiculous looking. So. But that's okay because you replace it fairly quickly. Whoa, level 7. I love the effect that leveling up has too. And we've got impact for our impale. We won't be using that because I have rapid fire, and impale is a terrible ability, so I'm going to have to go back because I've gone the wrong way again. It's all really annoying, so... As we level up, the enemies actually level up with us too, so we've got to keep our gear up as well, just to make sure we don't get overwhelmed. Drop those caltrops. Can't wait to have Vault. Really can't wait to Vault. Won't be long. I can't remember exactly what level I get Vault, but I'm pretty sure it's the second skill bar ability you get after Caltrops. So, might be wrong about that. Okay, so we're nearly at the end now. Just when I was getting faster with my rips, I start slowing myself down again by doing this. God, it'd be so nice to have some sentries out there. Just need to build up some hatred here. Once we get that rune that reduces the hatred cost of rapid fire, it'll get a little bit easier. That's a helm. Those are braces. It's a white helm, but I'm going to put it on anyway because it's more armor, and so that'll somehow help. So we're going to drop down to level 3. Ah, this area. Okay, so if this doesn't work out, like if I don't feel I'm enjoying this as much, I'll probably go back to the old format. I'll figure out what to do with the video I took of the vault and the glorious numbers of gold that I put into it. It's sitting there. I'm just deciding whether to edit it into one of these videos or leave it out. I haven't really thought too hard about it yet, so but let's see how we go. This is going to be really fun because there's a lot of enemies here. They're not doing much damage to me, so I can probably just stand here and just keep spamming Caltrops. I don't think Caltrops has an effect other than slowing him though, so we'll just keep doing this. Once I can get frost builds up. The annoying part here is this guy's a waller, so I can't shoot as easily as I'd like. Build up some hatred with Hungry Arrow. Put down some Caltrops. And we have a Rift Guardian, so I'll try and get rid of this guy. And it looks like it's the Troker. So the Rift Guardian could probably be the most challenging thing we've come across so far. Nope, that's a Stone Singer. Okay. And annoyingly, he's also a Waller. The other thing we need to keep an eye out too while we do this course is gear for the Enchantress, who I'll be using as my companion, just because I prefer the Enchantress. I know that Temple is usually better as a Demon Hunter, but I just like having the company of the Enchantress more, so I just find Irina really funny. Especially the way she berates you if you idle too long. If you ever get the chance, just sit in town and listen to her berate you for not doing anything. She's really funny. I was a bit disappointed they didn't add a new follower in Reaper of Souls. I fully understand why they made that choice, but it would be nice to have a follower who was themed like a Witch Doctor or something like that. Just for a little bit more variety in the followers. Because you sort of have basically a wizard, I want to say barbarian, but the Templar was probably closer to a Crusader, which is a bit weird given that there was no Crusader class before Reaper of Souls. And of course the Demon Hunter style as well, who's actually the Scoundrel. Okay, so we leveled up, we got a fair bit out of that. We unlocked Smokescreen too, which is nice, but I can't actually use Smokescreen. I am going to replace Caltrops with it though. So, and we get this bit of a spiel from Thingo here. Anyway, I might even level up again once I turn in the quest for this. So I'll head back to town and do that. And in the meantime, I thank you for watching and sticking with me as I experiment with the format of this. Let's see how much XP we get from OREC right now. Yeah, almost an entire level, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, hopefully you get to see more of this character as we level her up over the next, well, I guess several weeks if we keep up with this. So we made it to level 8 today, so that's pretty good. And so yeah, I will see you all next time.